Sometimes we tend to look at external causes to blame, when in reality we should just reflect on our inner self. Yes, it is hurtful to be alone, but it's even more hurtful to be surrounded with the wrong people. Yes, it is uncomfortable to stand up for yourself, but it's even more uncomfortable to just blend in and not letting your real self come out. It is generally just challenging to pick yourself, to choose yourself every time, because we are used to seek for comfort. Our brain wants comfort. But if we want to reach a higher version of ourselves, we should be able to come out of this comfort zone and start to look for who we really are and expand ourselves. So before we blame external causes that might contribute to everything, we should always analyze ourselves. Why are we so scared to be alone? Why are we so scared to just go and eat alone, for example? Why is loneliness such a big deal? One thing that shaped me for the way I actually am right now is that I spent, I can say, all of my teenage years alone. And I did this because I always seek truth. I always seek to be myself. And if someone didn't meet the criteria, which means that I had to fake my personality or I had to fake being another person just to be accepted, I would just stay alone. Because I always privilege my truth over fake things. While I know that sometimes being alone makes you also feel alone, because you don't have those many people you can reach out to, or you're just alone and you don't get to tell anybody about how your day is and you just have to figure out everything alone. I also grew a lot ever since I started to take this decision for myself, because my mind is clear and I'm not conditioned from other people's perspectives. Most people who can't be alone are deeply insecure people. And these deeply insecure people who probably haven't healed from past traumas or past experiences, or they just have low self-esteem in general, they just try to fit into certain groups in order to be accepted. But the thing is, this is the worst thing that you could do to yourself, in my opinion, because why are we people pleasing others? Why are we just pretending to be a different person from who we are just for some validation, just to get some feedback back? Like, I would rather just be alone than pretending to be someone that I'm not. I am a person who naturally just analyzes his problems. Like, whenever I have a problem, I can't help but just analyze and solve that immediately. I can't go on with unsolved problems, unsolved traumas. I have to heal them in order to improve as a person. Otherwise, I always stay stuck. And so this is one of the reasons as to why I would never pretend to be a different person or another person, just because I embrace being myself. And it's enough. Sometimes it's just enough to be yourself. You don't need other people for validation, for approval, that make you feel as if you need them. Sometimes all you need is yourself. There's also this kind of people who say, oh well, but you're such a narcissist because you put standards and you expect people to meet those standards in order to start approaching you or becoming friends with you. But those are the same exact people who just feed off of your energy, and they don't even realize that, because they are so used to acting in a desperate and a negative way that they don't even realize the impact that they have on someone who just wants to improve. I'm sorry, but why would I actually get into a friendship or a group that isn't aligned with my values? Why would I be like those people? Do I really need those people? This is what I ask myself, because I believe that I don't need these people. Because if I just have myself who's certain, who trusts himself, right, about his values and everything, it's obvious that I put standards, because people need to know where they should meet me. It's obvious that you can't accept every single behavior. I mean, I respect every single person that is on this earth because they're a human being. But it's also obvious that I have standards because I have a personality. You can't expect to accept every single behavior. Otherwise, how do you even get to know who you are if you accept every single thing? If you accept disrespect, if you accept unfunny jokes that look like insults, if you accept manipulation, if you accept all of those things and you just cover that as, oh well, but they're joking, who you even are as a person? Because really, that means that you have no worth for yourself. We are not liked by everybody on this planet, and it's okay. It's a blessing not to be liked by everybody. It's a blessing that maybe someone wants to judge me about something. You want to judge me about my appearance. You want to judge me about a movement that I do. You want to judge me about my personality. Go do that. It's okay not to be liked by everybody, because this way you're actually clearing out your head on who you want in your life and who you really need. But if you don't do this reflection inside of yourself of who you are first, how do you expect to meet the right people for you? You won't. Like, honestly, how is it embarrassing to go eat alone? How is it embarrassing to just take space for yourself only, to sit alone, or to just spend time with yourself alone? Society normalized that you always need to be in a group of friends in order to look normal. But what even is normal? Because each one of us is different, and I believe that normality can vary between a person and another one. Like, it's not the same for each one of us. And at the same time, if you don't privilege yourself, if you're not true to yourself, if you don't really fulfill what you need to fulfill for yourself, good things are not coming for you because you are pretending to be a different person, and this kind of energy doesn't align with the reward that you're getting. Sometimes, in order to receive what we want, we also have to believe in that. We have to use our potential in order to focus and put effort into the things that we want to achieve, but we also need to have faith in ourselves. If we don't have faith and we constantly doubt ourselves, we constantly just overthink everything, how do we expect to receive rewards if we are not being true to ourselves? That is the worst thing. So just choose yourself. Choose yourself. If it costs your peace, cut it off. Choose yourself over that fake friendship. Choose yourself over that relationship. Choose yourself over anything that costs you being a different person or costs you your peace. Because those people are not worth your time. They are not worth it. You just need to focus on yourself, focus on your journey. And when you're finally focused on yourself, that's when everything will finally fall into place. And you see the biggest blessing, the biggest miracles happen. It's just the law of alignment, you see. When you truly put effort and you put yourself in the conditions to receive the thing, and when you believe in that, that thing will just come to you naturally. Because you're attracting that and you're believing in that. And remember, sometimes you don't need 1,000 people in your life that just numb the things that you go through. Sometimes all you truly need is just your presence and yourself. And yeah, guys, I hope that you do well. I hope that you have an amazing week. And yeah, see you in the next video. Bye.